Islam Makhachev's latest victory is more than a win inside the UFC octagon. It is a message to every person who ever doubted him. For years, critics claimed he was built only by hype, protected by his team, and carried by the legacy of those before him. But tonight, he showed the world that his greatness isn't borrowed, it is earned. He stepped into the cage with pressure heavier than any opponent, yet he carried it with calm confidence. He fought with a heart that refused to break under expectations. He proved that champions aren't defined by words spoken outside the cage. They are defined by actions taken inside it. And with this victory, Islam turned doubt into silence. This fight was not just about skill, it was about destiny meeting preparation. Islam demonstrated levels of control and precision that fighters trained their entire lives to achieve.
Each strike showed evolution, each movement showed maturity, and each decision revealed the mind of someone who studies the game like a master.
People said he was predictable, that his style was one-dimensional, that he could be figured out. But tonight, no one could solve the puzzle in front of them. He moved with rhythm, defended with intelligence, and attacked with purpose. What he displayed was not luck, it was mastery crafted through years of repetition.
There was a time when fans claimed he would crumble under pressure, that he wasn't built for big moments. But when the lights grew brighter, Islam grew stronger.
When the expectations rose, he elevated his performance. The greatest fighters in history are not the ones with the loudest support. They are the ones who perform when the world expects them to fall. And Islam did exactly that. He absorbed the pressure, turned it into fuel, and delivered a performance that demanded respect. This victory echoes far beyond the arena. It reshapes the entire narrative around his name. Islam Makhachev's journey did not begin with fame, cameras, or sponsorships. It began on dusty mats in Dagestan, training in cold mornings and long nights, where only discipline kept him going.
He learned to be patient when progress was slow, to stay focused when life was hard, and to remain humble no matter how good he became. His upbringing built a mentality that most fighters never develop.
It built resilience, hunger, and the ability to stay calm in storms. This victory is not just the result of talent. It is the result of a lifetime dedicated to one purpose. Many doubted him because they compared him to legends like Khabib, assuming he could never step out of that shadow. But tonight, he didn't just step out of it, he expanded the legacy with his own identity. Islam showed that he is not a copy of anyone. He is his own chapter, his own story, his own era. And in doing so, he proved that greatness is not limited to one name or one generation. What he carries forward is the evolution of a legacy, not the imitation of it. This victory is proof that the torch has not simply been passed, it has been strengthened. Inside the octagon, he fought with a calmness that only true champions possess. Even in moments of danger, his breathing stayed steady, his mind stayed sharp, and his focus remained unshaken. That composure is not accidental. It is the result of thousands of hours spent preparing for every scenario, every weakness, and every challenge. He never relied on instinct alone. He relied on discipline and calculation. And when the fight demanded greatness, he delivered it without hesitation or fear.
Critics said his striking was not on the level of elite fighters, but tonight he displayed a sharpness and timing that forced everyone to reconsider. His punches were not wild, they were precise.
His kicks were not for show, they were strategic. His transitions were not lucky, they were rehearsed countless times. Every exchange proved that he is more than the grappler they tried to label him as. With this performance, Islam reminded the world that he is a complete fighter, evolving faster than anyone expected. This victory also reflects the mindset that defines champions. Islam fights not for fame, not for attention, but for legacy. His motivation does not come from applause or headlines. It comes from honor, discipline, and the desire to represent where he comes from. Fighters who chase glory often fade quickly. But fighters who chase legacy create moments that last forever. Islam's victory tonight is one of those moments. It will be remembered not for the highlight, but for the spirit behind it.